Welcome to Machine God Eats, ladies and gentlemen. I got a good one for y'all today, but before we get started, I would just like to give a shout out to everybody that wished me a happy birthday on yesterday's video. Technically, my birthday isn't until Saturday, but I'll take all those birthday wishes. They boosted my spirits like you wouldn't believe. And to those of y'all that donated, thank you. I wasn't expecting that yesterday, especially after leaving the restaurant with $3.30 in tips. I got here to the park and looked at my freaking phone, and it was like $100 and something on there. So I appreciate y'all. That was from multiple freaking subscribers. Y'all have put me one step closer to being off the street, whether y'all know it or not. My YouTube community is like literally paving the way for me to freaking be in the permanent place. And I was bragging about y'all at work today. I know I shouldn't, but I did. I had to brag about that shit because I was blown away by it. But today I do want to talk about anger and dealing with anger when you are in situations like this, like being homeless, or like being in a class that you don't want to be in, or like being at a job that you don't want to be at. Everything that orbits your life around those situations that would normally annoy you just a little bit can be exacerbated when you're in a difficult situation by 10. Okay, little things that you can normally just ignore, little things that probably wouldn't bother you as much, bother you more when when the world around you seems to be closing in, right? And you just you can't breathe. It seems like in my situation, I get off work and I made a video saying getting off of work and not having a place to go. That psychologically sometimes does something to me, where you want to get off, you kind of just want to kick up your feet. You don't want to come to the park, you don't want to go to Starbucks, you don't want to hang out, you just want to go home. You want to go home, but yet you are homeless. So everything that you deal with at work is exacerbated times 10. So when they're talking to me about that goddamn kiosk, which I'm going to get to in a little bit, it makes me want to punch a goddamn wall. Okay, and there's other little things in this situation that have been bothering me beyond reason. Some of them are just like little niggling things that come along with this territory, like the fact that I keep all my stuff. I have to switch bags and clothes and all these little different things throughout the day. Sometimes I forget things. Like yesterday when I got to work, I meant to charge all my stuff, but I had forgot my charger. So today when I got to work, I had to pretty much take all my stuff and just charge it at once. Look at my shit I'm charging at my job. My Switch, my bike, my watch, and then it's gonna be my phone when I'm not recording. Just promise you. I'm obviously blessed to be able to do that at my job and be able to charge all my shit, but on days like yesterday where I did forget everything, my phone wasn't charged most of the day. The charger, my portable charger, wasn't charged most of the day. My Switch was on half juice. I was just over here just juggling stuff. But I did, like I say, I've been sleeping outside my job and charging my bike, so at least that was charged. But it's like little stuff like that and that's just me forgetting stuff. Like I'll forget my charger, or I'll forget a shirt, or I'll forget something. I'm like, oh man, I knew I grabbed that earlier, but I didn't. It was probably still in the stores because there's so many different bags. That stuff irritates me. There's a guy, I don't know if he's over there, that comes to the park, and y'all probably heard him in the video a few times. He comes up here and just be whistling for no goddamn reason. That shit annoys me. That shit just makes me want to crash out like you wouldn't freaking believe. What else we got here? And I know I've done this little thing of stuff that annoys me in recent days, but it's just been little things, right? There's this AM PM I go to in the morning, right? Before I go to the gym. Stop at this AM PM, which I'm probably gonna stop going there because of this. I go to this AM PM every day. I go there to get me some cashews, a protein shake, and a bottle of water. So I could, the protein shake is for when I'm lifting the weights, the water's for when I'm running, and the cashews is in between my run and a workout. So I have some carbs on me so I don't feel like I'm depleted of energy. Go in there to get these simple items every day. I do this every day. And some days, there's the two black women that work there. There's the manager, and there's another girl. Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Get in there, get your shit, get out. But occasionally, I think 3 or 4 days out the week, there's this little trans man that works there. Little 4-foot tall man with fabulous hair. I don't know if that make him think it's gonna make him look more feminine. That's how I know he's a trans, but his hair's fabulous. You look like Shrek otherwise, but with fabulous ass hair. This little motherfucker, every day, I don't care how small the transaction is, there's always an issue. There's always a line. It's always fucking rocket science when dealing with this man for the simplest thing. It's very rare that I say somebody's not qualified to be a cashier, because being a cashier is the most easy job in the world. It's literally playing with a calculator. This man, today I get in there, the dude, there was 2 people ahead of me. There's only 3 people in there. I'm in line for about 5-6 minutes. Should never be that in the middle of the fucking morning in the gas station. The dude in the front just wanted change. This man could not figure out how to get his man change. These motherfuckers start doing math with each other. And take in mind, this is 6 o'clock in the goddamn morning, okay? I'm hearing way too many numbers being thrown around like we at a motherfucking auction. I'm getting irritated. Blood pressure just going up. Blood pressure. I'm like, bro, it don't take all that. Get this nigga some change so he can go, right? So eventually they figured it out. Gave the man his change. The man was out. When the lady gets up to him, or her, or whatever he calls it, or themselves, gets up to her, him, dude's like, he must have been having a bad day, right? Talking about the guy that just left and he was a change. No, nigga. It ain't that he was having a bad day. The day just started, brother. The sun literally just came up in the sky. He has not had the opportunity to have a bad day yet. You just annoyed that man because you couldn't figure out how to get this man changed, brother. Or sister, whatever's going on here, right? So the lady, she literally had a chocolate milk. I remember because I had a chocolate protein shake. She had a little chocolate doohoo thing, Nestle Quick. That's all she was trying to get. That's all the lady's trying to get. She's trying to get a motherfucking chocolate milk and be on her way. She pushed the chocolate milk on the counter. The dude starts having a conversation about the dude before, him having a bad day. He didn't have a bad day. She's like, yeah, she's just, da, da, da. He's talking. He's like, the thing about bad days is that it can set you up. He goes into this whole thing. She didn't already pay. She didn't already put her card in, all that. She's out, right? She's moving. She had to literally yell at the dude to say, have a good day, because dude is still talking, bro. This is not rocket science. We already 5 minutes in, bro. Now I get up to the counter with my items, put him on the counter. He's still there. I think he's on drugs. If I'm being honest with you, I think the dude is I think the dude is fucking twacked out that early in the goddamn morning. Put the shit on the thing. It takes him a minute to look at it. Then he starts scanning it real slow. Real slow. Brother, y'all got to get somebody else up on this job. It's somebody else that's clearly more fucking qualified for this. Like fucking ham sandwich is more qualified than what that shit just annoys me. That shit just annoys the fuck. So at my job, yeah, as y'all know, once again, the kiosk. Every day I'm hearing about this motherfucking kiosk bullshit and how we got to implement that, knowing that the only reason they want to bring these metrics up is so that they can get a bonus. See, at the particular restaurant that I work at, if our restaurant is top on whatever metrics that corporate come up with, it could be whatever. See, what corporate likes to do, wherever you work corporate, they pull stuff out their ass and they hand it to the peons down there and say, we need you to meet this metric. And if you meet this metric, the higher ups will get a bonus. The bonus at this particular restaurant is a good bonus. They get to go to Italy every year if they meet these bonuses. We're the top restaurant doing this, or we're the top restaurant in the chain doing this. Our managers get to go to Italy. Has nothing to do with us. So what do? They put this pressure on us. So before it was the kiosk, it was about making sure that the breast that I'm not trying to give the restaurant away. A lot of y'all know where I work. That the helpings that we're giving people refills in a timely manner. Okay, that was the first little metric, and that's how they got their trip last year. Now this year is about the kiosk. The kiosk usage is way down. We gotta bring up the kiosk users. So if you guys don't do it, we're gonna threaten your jobs and we're gonna make this a miserable fucking experience for you. That shit makes my blood boil. It makes me not want to. When I first get into work in the morning, even though I just slept outside the motherfucking restaurant, right? Literally outside the restaurant, like literally outside the motherfucking restaurant. Show you where I be sleeping at from the inside. Not trying to blow up the spot, but I be right there. It's actually some of my junk right there. No, that's not my junk. But I did sleep on that junk last night. And there's my bike. when I get up from sleeping right there, in that spot, when I get up from sleeping right there, I feel good, honestly. I get up, I go do my routine at the gym, I clean my body, get all sexy and smell good, and I go to work. I don't go to work to be hearing that I'm shit because I'm not using the goddamn kiosk enough. Feel me? You know what else bothers me? Cars with loud exhaust. It gives me penis envy. So I come in there in a good mood. I be ready to serve customers. The last thing I want to hear is about a kiosk and how we fell into use this goddamn kiosk. I don't care. I don't care about y'all corporate bullshit. I don't care about y'all the people that live in mansions and shit that don't have to serve a motherfucking table in their life, telling y'all what we supposed to be doing in this restaurant and how we doing it better when it's not a good end user experience for the customer or the employee. Fuck y'all. That's how I feel every day, and I want to tell them that. Fuck y'all. Because they're training these other managers, and they got this condescending ass lady coming here today saying, what is our metric for this and what is our metric for that? And I'm just wanting to say, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I left here with $3 yesterday. You think I care about that shit? No, I don't care what the metric is for whatever, how many appetizers, because y'all ain't even telling me how much I'm making an appetizer, so I don't care. Oh, you sold this many appetizers. Oh, now y'all telling me that. Because y'all seem to be caring more about this Zia shit than how many appetizers whatever. Let me get off this job. Little shit like that is exacerbated times 10 because I'm living out on the street. Otherwise, when I would leave that job, I wouldn't even think about that kiosk or what they said or whether they were going to fire me or whatever. I would just be like, whatever, I'll just find another job. But due to the fact that I am in a desperate situation, it exacerbates it. It's like, you threatening my job when this is all I got? You threatening my job over this Zios because you want a bonus so you can go to Italy? Whatever, bro. Whatever. Fuck y'all, bro. That shit pisses me off. And then what I'm seeing in Florida right now, and I gotta bring that up again, pisses me off. Y'all got all these people to evacuate, right? And there's no infrastructure in place for where people could get off the road to hunker down, or no bunkers or anything for people to go to get away from the situation. Y'all say evacuate, but the government has not provided shelters for people to evacuate to. Gas is closed down, so y'all get these people out on the road, they run out of gas, and who the fuck is in charge, bro? The leadership, it got me angry, bro. It got me dealing with and taking mine. These are just little things that I feel like are annoying me more than they normally would. Well, obviously this shit would annoy me, period, just to see what's going on. And I personally don't feel like these are natural disasters. I'm not gonna go into it, but it don't seem natural to me. It seems like a lot of stuff has been put together in order to put these people in a fucked up ass situation. That's just how I feel. That shit pisses me off. My anger has gotten me dealing with my anger, and I'm talking to the young man here, has been one of the most important things in my life that I've managed to accomplish over time. Because I used to be quick to anger. Okay. The person that's made me the maddest in my life, and she knows this, is my kid's mom. That lady has pissed me off to the point I've put holes in walls, I've thrown furniture, I've broken countless phones. I was a fucking complete dick, bro. I have. Like, I've been all up in her face, yelling, all kind of shit, because of anger. You feel me? Like, just rage, just like nobody has ever made me that mad, right? And I remember we had this town, we ended up getting this townhouse, right? Everybody needed a place to stay at the time. We were all going homeless. My mom, her parents, my brother, my best friend, and obviously our kids. So we moved into this townhouse. It's a really nice townhouse. Her mom and her dad was there. And I don't know what me and her had got into it about, but we had got into it about something stupid, like always. So I go into the bathroom, I'm just mad, and I just punch the wall. These are like strong walls, right? You know, because like I say, penis envy. These are strong walls, so I didn't think it was gonna give like that. And I punched the wall, and sure enough, it gave, right? And normally I would just be like, whatever, da-da-da. My hands will probably have a little drywall or something, a little bit of blood or whatever, and I'll be like, whatever, that was stupid, and move on with my day. But that day, her dad was there, and he never said nothing to me. It was the way he looked at me that made me want to change that type of attitude. It was just utter disappointment. It was utter fucking disappointment. It wasn't disgust. It wasn't anger. It was just utter disappointment. Utter goddamn disappointment. And the look on his face, I didn't even know he was there. I was like, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should never let nobody or nothing make me that angry. Now, has something made me that angry since then? Hell yeah. Destiny, the video game Destiny, pissed me off beyond freaking reason. This was bullshit. Like, you know, funny stuff like that. But yeah, anger and not being able to deal with your anger is what gets a lot of men put in prison. That's what it is. The dude that was over here over here in this fucking field fucking with me, and where I lost, you know, 4 nights of sleep. I wanted to ambush that dude out of anger. I wanted to set up like a trap and ambush that dude. I really did, because I hadn't slept. I was in my head. I'm thinking ops. I know who it is too, by the way, and it wouldn't have required all that. I would have freaked that dude out doing that crazy shit. That me being a crazy, like I say, crazy people, like because I'm in a desperate situation and I'm not controlling my anger the way I need to control my anger. That's why I was saying, when you're homeless or you're in a situation where you need out, sleep deprivation is a thing that can drive anybody crazy. Sleep deprivation is how your mind fucking warps, bro. Sleep deprivation. That's what I was going through, right? Plus anger, plus rage. You know what I'm saying? All that equals a formula of wanting to fucking crash out here. It just is. But you can't let that happen, bro. You can't. Because sometimes I feel like they want that out of us. They want me to crash out. You know what I'm saying? They want me to crash out. Look how unfair some of this shit is, bro. Look at that shit. The fact that I don't see most of my paycheck, bro, and I work all goddamn week. When you can even ask my ex, bro, I would get my check, bro, and just it would be weeks where I would just cry, bro, because I worked fucking. For 2 weeks, I didn't work 80, 90 hours. I'm thinking I'm about to get this fat ass check, and that shit is sitting at like 300 hots, and I'm just like, oh my god. And I'll be in a car, just wanting to just that shit is enraging, bro. That child support shit, and you get your check, and you planning on paying some bills, and you planning on doing this and that, and you work for that shit, and you get that check, and it's just, they like, nah, bro, you ain't doing a motherfucking thing. You can't even wipe your ass with this money. That worst feeling. It's like they might as well just cut your nuts off every 2 weeks. They might as well just literally take a pair of scissors and just cut your nuts off every 2 weeks. Infuriating. That shit right there, out of everything I've ever experienced on this planet, getting my checks in those situations after working 80 hours and getting them little checks, that shit, out of everything I've ever experienced, is like, made me want to be the bad person, made me want to crash out, made me want to rob a motherfucker, made me want to go up in a store, made me want to go through somebody's face. Made me want to take something that wasn't mine. Made me want to go and get me a luxury car that somebody was sitting up in and go for a joyride. You feel me? Made me want to go up to the state office and have some retribution. You know what I'm saying? Made me feel a certain way. I'm just telling you how it made me feel. I'm not saying to see these are things I was going to do or that I plan on doing or whatever. But in those instances where I would get those little checks, that's what made me start doing waiting, bro. Because I had to see some money. Had to see something. You feel me? Not seeing nothing out of what you're doing, like straight slavery, raw dogging slavery is crazy, bro. Slavery without the goddamn whips and chains. I mean, the chains are there if you can't drive, pretty much, because you fucking stuck to the goddamn city bus. You stuck to bus stops. You know what I'm saying? You chained to go nowhere jobs. You chained to fucking sleeping on people's couches. The only thing there is not the whip, but the whip does come if you fall behind on them payments, bro. If you decide, oh, I'm not gonna work at all because I can't take being emasculated every time I get my motherfucking check. That's rage, bro. That's anger, bro. And even to this day, I still deal with that shit to a certain degree. But like I say, the tips and everything offset that. The gratuity offset that. Y'all's gratuity yesterday offset that $3.30 I got. That shit offset that shit like a motherfucker. I was blown the freak away. And like I said, once again, thank y'all for the birthday wishes. Like I said, my birthday is Saturday, but yeah, bro, it is what it is. I'm gonna take that to heart. I'm gonna have me a good piece of German chocolate cake with the what is it? She said caramel frosting on top. I'm looking forward to that. Because of y'all's donations and stuff, I may be able to get a suite this weekend. I don't know what is in the city, because even the hotel rooms tonight are upwards damn near $200, which I would not pay. I'd rather give me a suite. The suite itself altogether, for me to move in, you know, because it's for the first week and then the security deposit, so that's probably going to be the $300, and then the $600 security project, which I pretty much almost got. And I'm gonna go ahead and get up in that motherfucker and then be able to piece together each $300 each subsequent week, and we could do that. I want to get a place downtown where I filmed the video where the bike is, because that one is a lot cheaper. It's kind of in the hood, but I can get some real good content down there for you guys on a daily basis. The restaurants down there are dope. The scenery down there is dope. The environment is really cool. There's a lot of interesting people that I will run into down there and talk to. So yeah, that's what I'm hoping to get. They've had a room available for the last month or so, but every time I talk to the lady, it's like, come down here. She's never giving me the same fucking number. It's always something different. So I'd rather just go down there with the whole $600-700, just give it to them, sign a contract, be off these fucking streets, and then we can move on to the next chapter of this channel. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys for joining me and listening to my rants. I hope you guys can get something out of this. If you got anger issues, figure out a way to deal with them, please, so that you don't hurt yourself and others, because I think that a lot of things that a lot of people find themselves when you give into anger, I think giving into anger is worse than even giving into lust in a lot of instances, because you give into lust, sometimes you end up being with somebody that you don't want to be with, and you're like, okay, that's just that. But giving into anger, a lot of times the actions that you take inside of anger or inside of rage or whatever are not who you are as a person. It's not who you want to see yourself as. If you were looking at yourself on camera acting like that or yelling like that or behaving like that, you wouldn't want to see that. And as a man, like I say, when I was with my kid's mom for 16 years, a good portion of that time, we would argue back and forth about little goofy shit. And I would let myself as a man, like, be brought down to the level where I'm arguing about stupid shit. To the young men watching this, stay cool, bro. It's better to stay cool, calm, and collective in any situation. You win. You win being cool, calm, and collective, as opposed to proving your point. If you know you right, be right. Be right in your head, and be, even if she's why ain't you talking? Why ain't you talking? Just say, yo, you got this. She ain't gonna just let you say you got this, but you know what I mean. She ain't gonna just say that shit. But the best way you can get out of that situation is to not debase yourself by getting frustrated trying to convince a point, especially to a woman. As a man, the best thing you can do is let her feel what she's gonna feel, even if she's completely wrong, and you just be, you just say, just let her be right, don't correct her. It's not what I'm saying. I'm saying so you won't be prone to anger, and you want to stay cool, just let her be wrong. Just let her be wrong. Laugh to yourself in your head, because the more ridiculous it is, the more hilarious it is, especially if you're saying something that has something to do with wisdom or knowledge, and she don't want to hear you because she don't want to submit to whatever you're saying at the time. Let her be. All that arguing and going back and forth, you ain't listening to me. I see way too many videos of men catching their women cheating, and then caught their woman cheating. Now they having this whole conversation with this woman about why and this and that, and going back and forth and letting her take him through that. And I'm like, bro, why are you even talking to her now? You already caught what you had to call. What is else is there to say? Let it go. And same thing with y'all ladies. Don't let some ignorant ass nigga debase y'all when y'all know y'all are living in y'all queen energy. Y'all living in who y'all are as a person, and you right, and this nigga over here being ignorant, and he's deliberately trying to gaslight you. He's literally trying to take you through it. Just let him think he's taking you through it. That's all you do. Don't be prone to anger. Don't raise your blood pressure up because this ignorant person is trying to take you through it. And that's just in a relationship. It could be your kids, it could be your parents, it could be anything. Any catalyst to your anger, any accelerant almost, so like fuel to your fire. Sometimes you just gotta avoid that shit. Like my mom, I love my mom to death, but there's conversations I have to actively avoid having with my mom because they enrage me to the point I'm just like, this is fucking dumb. Okay. But that being said, y'all, thank you again, and I'll catch y'all next time. Bye bye.